Rockstar Games supposedly has a dedicated customer support team that's tasked with helping all sorts of customers, whether it's GTA 5 or GTA Online players, Red Dead players, and more, and they'll even try and assist you if you have problems with older legacy Rockstar titles like Red Dead Redemption, Max Payne 3, LA Noire. But over the past couple years, we've seen some horror stories from new Rockstar Games customers and players just trying to get the simplest of help for the problems they run into. Well, today we have two more of these wild encounters to showcase. Typically, Rockstar support can be helpful when it comes to certain problems like logging into your social club account or receiving free in-game items and rewards you were eligible for but never received, but sometimes not so much. I have some things to say even about how a lot of bots are used for responses, which really just clogs up the system and impedes communication, but I'll save that for the end. Anyways, let's talk about them, shall we? If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. First, we have Zeus, who purchased 80 gold bars in Red Dead Online, and typically once you back out from the store page, those should be deposited directly into your account, and you should see your gold currency in the top right corner start to uptick to the correct amount that you would have after you purchased them. But that didn't happen for this poor guy. Instead, he didn't receive it at all. No matter though, now he can contact Rockstar support and they can solve his issue, and maybe he'll even get compensated with a few gold bars for the trouble and the stress of someone just thinking they wasted all their money, right? Well, that's just too much for some customer support agents, I guess. And as you can see from Rockstar's support's response, they clearly don't intend on actually helping him, as they're acting like this player is having trouble with a purchase in GTA Online. The message reads, "Hello, I purchased 80 gold in total yesterday and they didn't appear in my game. I'll be including a video proof link. I have this type of problem previously, I know. What am I required to do? And here's the proof link down below." So he actually sent them a video as proof too, and they said, "Hello, thank you for contacting Rockstar support. We're sorry to hear you're experiencing an issue with GTA Online as you've recently purchased gold bars," supposedly. And then they basically just talk about his video, things like that, leave their best regards. It's absolutely wild that support is getting the simplest of things wrong, especially when you fill out Rockstar support requests. You actually need to choose a game title like GTA 5 or RDR2, then choose the online portion as part of the game you're having an issue with. There's even like 4 or 5 different submenus you're going to need to filter out, so your ticket request is actually sent to the right person to help you with your problem, and clearly something went wrong somewhere. I would hope that by the end of this player got helped out, but judging by that, it's a pretty epic fail. Now second, we have ME17, who didn't receive their Porter jacket and Bembo jacket for completing the easy requirements from one of the January event weeks in Red Dead. It was valid from the week of January 25th through the 31st, where if you participated in a featured series with a persistent posse, you got the Porter jacket, and then if you completed a Trader or Moonshine cell, you got the Benbow jacket, and this player supposedly received neither, and when they contacted Rockstar support, this is the message they were greeted with in response. "Hello, thank you for contacting Rockstar. We understand your concern regarding the Porter jacket or the Benbow jacket. We would be glad to assist you regarding this. In an attempt to resolve the issue, we suggest that you follow the below mentioned troubleshooting steps. Press and hold the PlayStation button on your controller. Select turn off PS4. It's incredible how one can be so direct and straightforward, bringing a game problem directly to a Rockstar support agent and say, "Hey, I didn't get this specific in-game item," and then name the item and say, "Please help me and thank you," right? And their response is something totally unrelated to anything you had to say. Even if this player needed to refresh their game in order to get their in-game items to actually get deposited into their account that day, that's the support response they should have been given, not just shut the game off. Okay, well, now what? My own personal encounters with Rockstar support have been positive for the most part. You know, I have had small issues with either in-game items or even disconnect problems where they've responded to me, and while I've had to troubleshoot to fix those disconnect issues on my own, at least they acknowledged that I was having trouble with Red Dead and not GTA, for example. But it's all pretty funny, and it's made me wonder over the past couple years about their support. And at least at this entry level, I do think that the lower level immediate response support people aren't actually real people at all, since these responses are always wrong or cookie cutter. And my theory is that there are customer service agents that are real, but they try to fulfill and resolve as many problems automatically versus directing limited manual resources to help out with things. For example, certain keywords in your support request are going to trigger different responses. If you have an issue with RDR2 but mention GTA in your message, at all, like, yeah, so I was playing Red Dead and my save file was deleted. I don't remember this ever happening in GTA. Can you help me, please? You'll get a response about a related issue for GTA and not Red Dead. And if you never said the GTA keyword, the response bot would message you something completely different. Now, of course, some people may be laughing at this and saying, well, what's the big deal, right? Lots of companies use bots for customer service. 1, those companies have a working system and customers and players actually get helped in the end. 2, most companies that use support bots also have a live chat so you can get responses immediately. A bot doesn't email you back acting like a real person a day later for the sake of making things seem personal, like the Rockstar support does. And 3, if you ask to speak to a real person, they will connect you to someone who can help you. With Rockstar support and especially Zendesk, your support ticket is transferred and tossed around between 50 different people like they're playing hot potato with your support request. Every response you leave in your support ticket will most likely be answered by a different agent under a different name, and those names are endless. It's only until you go back and forth 25 times do you get elevated to their tier 2 or tier 3 customer support where an actual human will try to help you. And even then, you still just go in circles with those actual people. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one who would exhaust every single option with a support agent just for them to start repeating the same responses and exchanges we had the previous day. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people, and to really nail down how ridiculous things can get last time, I'd like to tell you a quick story about how my friend Blue Rose, who was for some reason not able to log into Red Dead Online, no matter what she did, she couldn't connect. She tried Wi-Fi connection, Ethernet, resetting her NAT type, opening up her NAT type from moderate or closed, using a different router or modem, etc. Her account with over $1.5 million on it at the time was unable to connect to online at all. Her alt account worked fine, but she communicated all of this to Rockstar support and they were completely useless in assisting her. Basically, she would give them the error message that she received and they had no idea what to say back, and it was a total mess. Thankfully though, it worked itself out in the end, but I will link that video on my channel because that was pretty wild to talk about back initially in October of 2020. It's just absolutely wild the stuff that happens behind the scenes with customer support, and that's why I wanted to bring this video here to you today, just to get a little laugh on the weekends. Anyways, I think with all that said, that's all we have time for today, and we're going to be wrapping things up right here. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Do you have your own crazy encounters or ridiculous interactions with Rockstar support? Please let me know your stories in the comments below. With that said though, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day and a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.